Hey guys, what's going on? James here. This video is powered by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, by the way. Stay tuned throughout this video to hear more about BetUS and what they offer people who go and sign up for their website. But folks, in this video today, we are going to be talking about the players to watch for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Week 1 matchup versus the Washington Commanders. And it starts off with some unfortunate news, right? As I talked about in my previous video, Logan Hall, Kalijah Kancey ruled out for this game. Not great. Not great for the Buccaneers' run defense. Not great for the Buccaneers' pass rush. Who is going to step up in these moments? Well, you have a few guys. You have Ben Still that the Buccaneers did just sign a couple of days ago from the Arizona Cardinals practice squad. How much playing time is he actually going to get? I don't know. He is literally one of the only guys who is healthy right now on that defensive end front at this point, but he's only had a couple of days to learn this playbook, so it is going to be very interesting to see what the heck goes on in that type of scenario. You've also got Will Golston, the career Tampa Bay Buccaneer at this point, the second longest tenured Buck here on the team. Levante David's number 1, Will Golston's number 2, Mike Evans is number 3. So Will Golston is 100% going to be the starter in this game. He got a lot of playing time in the preseason, and now he's going to be the starter here in this upcoming Week 1 game. And I know Will Golston has done some good stuff in the past, especially as a run blocker, and honestly, there's even been some moments later on in his career so far up to this point where it's like he's shown some ability as a pass rusher still. So I think that at least you can feel okay with Will Golston being there. Like, Golston's a veteran. He has started many games in his career, and I think he can at least somewhat hold down that side of the defensive end spot. After that, you got 2 guys on the practice squad. Now, the Bucs can elevate 2 players from the practice squad to the active roster for this game. If I had to give a guess, I imagine it's going to be Mike Green, the defensive lineman, and CJ Brewer, the defensive lineman. Which guy is going to get to start if either one of them do? Maybe it's Ben Still. I don't know. We don't know. I mean, I would probably say I would probably say CJ Brewer, but could also be Mike Green in there as well, getting the start. This is a big opportunity for those 3, right? Ernest Brown IV on IR. Logan Hall out. Kalijah Kancey out. One of these 3 guys is going to start, right? Maybe it's a rotation of Green and Brewer. I don't know, but I do think that this is a big opportunity for these guys to, play here in Week 1, play in a regular season game, and get some real meaningful snaps under their belt. And if they play well, who knows? Maybe one of these guys will be promoted to the active roster. We will just have to wait and see. Or maybe Ben Still solidifies his spot on the active roster. But we are just going to have to wait and see how these guys get going, all things considered. And folks, speaking of, all these different types of things going on with the Bucs, I do want to remind you guys that this video is once again sponsored by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. We've got their website pulled up here, folks. They have a lot of just really fun, interesting things going on with their website right now. They are launching a brand new offer for influencers of BetUS. They are offering 150% on the first 3 deposits for my community, and that is with the promo code YouTube150. So if you guys do head over here to betus.com and use the promo code YouTube150 for a nice 150% deposit bonus on up to $2,000. Real quick, I'm going to show you guys how this works real quick. Let's say, hypothetically, I wanted to bet on a football game, okay? You click on football. You got all the different types of things here. They were showing some college football there. Let's say I go to Week 1. I'm going to scroll all the way down here until I get to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We have a thing, new site navigation. Sweet. But we're going to scroll all the way down here quickly to where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game is. The Bucs are the favorite, so I click on this. If you see over here, you can enter in how much you want to bet. Let's say I enter in $10. I'd win $5, a little over $5. You hit place bets, and boom, there we go. Confirm, and you're good to go. It's as simple as that, guys. Betting with betus.com here on this website. Shout out to them once again for sponsoring this video. But look, guys, there's a lot of other people to consider here, even on the defensive side of things for players to watch. I think KJ Britt should be 1,000% a player to watch in this matchup. I think that Levante David, of course, he's always going to be a player to watch. How is a guy like Zion McCollum going to do? These are some of the pieces that the Buccaneers have been gambling on a little bit. Bet US, we're back to it. But gambling on a little bit. The Bucs are making some gambles of their own, right? With a lot of these young players. KJ Britt is going to have to help now even more so in having a hand of stopping Jaden Daniels, one of the better young quarterbacks in this league right now, coming out of LSU. I love this guy coming out of LSU. He can run like an absolute madman. I mean, Casey Rogers, the Bucs co-defensive coordinator, said it is sickening watching LSU tape on Jaden Daniels. So look to that defensive line, look to KJ Britt. How's Zion McCollum going to look in pass rush? Those are some guys to pay attention to here in this upcoming game, in my opinion, on the defensive side of things. On the offensive side of things, you have a lot of interesting names, right? Ben Bredeson. I'm going to be interested to see Ben Bredeson here as a starting left guard. He doesn't have an easy matchup. He really doesn't. Daron Payne, Jonathan Allen. It's a crazy interior defensive line for Washington. How is the Bucs' new left guard going to look? And by the way, two guys that Ben Bredeson is very familiar with. He played for the Giants literally starting every single game last year for them, so he should have some familiarity with these guys. How is he going to look? Maybe he could give some pointers to some of the guys who are facing them, like Cody Mock and like Graham Barton. We're going to have to wait and see, but I like Bredeson. I think he's a capable guard, at least so far. We'll see if that continues or not, and pay attention to him. Also, Graham Barton's going to make his first ever start at center in the NFL. Snaps, are for realsies. They were for realsies before, but this is his first regular season game starting at center. How is the young rookie going to do? I love Graham Barton coming in out of Duke. I think he does a great job. Loved the draft pick. I mean, but obviously you got to go out there and you got to get results, right? I feel like, Barton, how is he going to help the run game? How is he going to help protecting Baker Mayfield? These are big, legitimate questions that I can't wait to, hopefully see answered in a positive way. I'd be very sad if they were answered in a negative way. Jalen McMillan's going to be getting some work. He was officially named the starting wide receiver 3 going into the regular season over Trey Palmer. Trey Palmer, by the way, still a great wide receiver 4. How's McMillan going to look? The secondary of the Commanders is one of the weaker points in this game, in this matchup. So you could see McMillan eat a little bit. You could see Chris Godwin, by the way. I can't wait to see Chris Godwin in the slot. He's another player that I think is worth mentioning because he's going to be getting so much work in the slot. How is that going to go? How is that going to look here at the regular season level? I'm excited to see it. Of course, Baker Mayfield, the $100 million quarterback, the capitan of the team, Big Dog Baker. How's he going to look? We're going to have to wait and see on that as well. But I'm excited. I'm excited about all these guys. I'm excited about all these opportunities, folks. It should be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys are excited as well. That's all the players I think we should all be keeping an eye on. What are some of the players that you guys should all be keeping an eye on? Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions about all of this down in the comment section below. Again, thank you so much to BetUS for sponsoring this video. It's greatly appreciated. And as always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.